Okay, so get ready for this one, because today we are diving into a story, but sounds like it's right out of like a sci-fi movie or something.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, we're talking about a chicken
Uh-huh.
who lived for 18 months after losing its head.
Oh, wow.
I know, right? His name was Mike the Headless Chicken, and his story is 100% true.
It's a real head scratcher.
You got that right.
Literally.
So we are going to explore Mike's incredible journey uh, using this article called "A Chicken Survived 18 Months Without a Head, The Incredible Tale of Mike the Miracle Chicken."
Catchy title.
I know, right?
What year are we talking?
1945.
Okay.
And we're on a farm in Fruita, Colorado, where a farmer named Lloyd Olson was preparing dinner.
Sounds pretty normal so far.
I know, right? But that is where things take a very unexpected turn.
Okay, I'm ready for the turn.
So Lloyd was, just doing his farmer thing and tried to behead a chicken.
Right.
But there was this, crazy twist of fate, and the axe missed, a crucial part of the chicken's anatomy.
I wonder.
It missed the brainstem.
The brain stem. Whoa, okay, hold on. What does that even do? Like, how did missing that allow Mike to keep on living?
Yeah, so, what even is the brainstem?
Well, the brain stem is pretty much like the control center for like all the essential stuff, like breathing, heart rate, even some reflexes. It's like the autopilot for your body.
So basically, enough of Mike's brainstem was, left intact to keep these functions going.
Exactly. It was like a really lucky miss, like winning the anatomical lottery, but for a chicken who just lost his head.
So he wasn't just, I don't know, alive for a few seconds. He was walking around, eating. I even read he tried to crow. Was that just, instinct, or could there have been something more going on?
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Scientists believe that Mike wasn't fully conscious in the way we understand it, but he probably still had some awareness.
Like a basic awareness of his surroundings.
Yeah, and probably some basic sensory input, like feeling light and darkness, maybe even feeling some sensations. It really challenged what we know about how brains work.
I can only imagine what was going through Lloyd's mind when he saw that. It must have been pretty shocking.
I bet. Most people would probably just be like, whoa, what just happened, and move on. But Lloyd, he did something extraordinary.
He didn't just abandon Mike, did he?
No, not at all. He actually started taking care of Mike. He'd feed him a mix of milk and water, but like directly into his esophagus with an eyedropper.
Wow. So, every day he had to carefully feed this headless chicken. That's a level of dedication you don't see every day. It's almost like they formed a special bond.
It really is remarkable, and this wasn't just some private affair. Mike's story, well, it didn't stay a secret for very long.
I bet. Who wouldn't want to see a headless chicken walking around?
Exactly. People were fascinated. They traveled from all over just to get a look at this miracle chicken. It was a total sensation.
Yeah, I read that he even ended up in, sideshows and carnivals. I mean, it's almost hard to believe.
Well, think about it. Mike defied everything we thought we knew about biology. It's natural for people to be curious about the unusual.
Right, and it's not every day you see something that challenges your understanding of how the world works.
Exactly. And Mike's case did just that, not just for the average person, but for scientists, too.
Yeah, I imagine Mike's case was a bit of a headache for them, no pun intended. How do you even begin to explain something like that?
It definitely threw a wrench in their theories. Imagine losing your head. You'd assume you'd lose your sight, your hearing, taste. But Mike, he kept on going.
So how do they try to explain it?
Well, it forced them to rethink how birds process sensory information. Like, we usually think of balance as being controlled by the inner ear, right? But for birds, a big chunk of that processing happens in the brainstem itself.
So it's like Mike's missing head wasn't as big of a deal as it would be for us humans.
Pretty much. His brainstem was able to compensate for a lot of what he lost.
So Mike's story wasn't just some weird, quirky thing. It actually changed how we understand avian biology.
Exactly. And it raises so many questions that are still relevant today. Like, how much brain power do you really need to function? What does this tell us about consciousness itself?
Yeah, that is pretty deep. Mike, the headless chicken, he wasn't just some sideshow freak. He was like a living, breathing mystery.
I agree. He was a reminder that there's still so much we don't know about life and the world around us.
And it makes you wonder, what was going on in Mike's world, in that headless existence? It's a question that might never have a clear answer, but it's definitely something to think about.
It definitely is.
And that's our deep dive into Mike the Headless Chicken. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time. 5EE.